Hello and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be doing something different. We're going to be doing a review. I know, a review, right? I'm only just playing games, but this time, due to dare drops in Dread XP, I'm going to go ahead and do a review. I know, crazy. So, this one's about Amanda the Adventurer 2. Now, I've gone this entire time not knowing anything about Amanda the Adventurer, except that there's a little girl, there's a little sheep, and it's a horror puzzle game. So I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. Went this whole time without playing it, and I kind of regret not, because this game is good. Like, I understand why people like it so much. But let's get into the review for that. So, the first game starts off with a letter, and the letter goes on about, oh, I gotta call you inherited my attic, and in this attic, there's a lot of stuff, like an escape room, some would say. It takes you to a VHS tape that takes you to a television course, and you start playing it. So you have to interact with these, with words and keywords, and it seems like, from a little extra research online that I did after I played the game, is that you can actually type in specific things and get interesting responses, which I think is pretty cool. And it's going to have you do little puzzles and tasks to unlock and try to figure out how to get to the next tape. It's very charming. It is quite funny, but then it starts taking a dark turn, of course. And there's little lore bits also hidden throughout the game, and in the way they respond, the way they act. And what I find interesting about the game is, as you go through all these puzzles, you get to a stopping point, and the stopping point kills you, and then you have to restart the game. But now that you know this information, you use the information to try to get ahead and figure out how to find these tapes some more and work around previous tapes. Like a roguelike, which is unique. For me, that is super unique. I don't think I've seen anyone do something like this before. And overall, the game's aesthetic and the way it presents puzzles to you and how it breaks the fourth wall. Is that the term, fourth wall, that Deadpool uses?
It's my birthday.
It breaks the fourth wall and makes it a point that you need to pay attention to everything. And you need to make sure that everything you're responding to is focused on the game itself. It just makes the most sense to doing that. There's a lot of cryptic stuff in the story. I'm going to try to keep this minimal on spoilers for those who haven't played it but are interested in trying to learn if you want to play it. I say play this game. This game is awesome. Play the first one specifically and go for the true ending for the second one, because it adds a tiny little tidbit that you're going to need for it. But as the game keeps going, in the first one, it keeps getting a little bit more cryptic as you're going, and it does get a little graphic, not too graphic though, so technically anyone of any age can play this game. But yeah, I see, I had some struggles with this game, but like, as long as you treat it and know that you're playing a escape room-esque puzzle game, you're fine. You can go crazy on it. But overall, I give the first game definitely like a 7 out of 10. No, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. I really liked it. At first, I thought I wasn't gonna like it, but then the more I played it, and the more I kept thinking about the game. Like, I've already slept on playing both of them, and all I can say is, holy crap, these really stuck with me. These are good. These leave an impression on you where you go, wow, that's a video game.
Somewhere.
And then we have Amanda the Adventurer 2. Now, let's go ahead and shift gears to that one. This one starts off where the first game, ended, where you get the true ending, and an event happens, and then, you know, somebody in a mask is all like, "Arr!" And then you're like, what? And then they're like, hey, I need you to come with me, and it takes you to the library.
And I were really close.
When you're in the library, a completely different, larger setting, which I was surprised how big the setting was. It actually intimidated me a little bit at first, but then I realized, oh, wait a second, keep treating it as an escape room, look for anything that stands out, and make mental notes throughout the entire thing. I love puzzle games. I adore puzzle games. I don't know why. I'm not the best at them, but like, I like to tell myself I do pretty good and pay kind of attention to it. And also I have my fiance to the side of me who notices the stuff that I don't notice, which is great. She's a huge help when I was playing these games. So if you think I'm good at these games, she's really just her murmuring in the corner, look over there, do this. And I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah. So I had help with her being my little co-pilot when playing this game. But a lot of it, like, this game's fun. This one brings up, it's starts off the tones quite dark in the second game. Quite dark. Like, just, I don't know, like a sad feeling about it. And it works out. It really does. Like, it does. This is a great follow-up to the first one. And I'm very impressed overall by this franchise. I hope we see something else more of this or more games like it from this dev. Because consider me a huge fan. The puzzles in this one are more intricate. There's a lot more you need to do, a lot more you need to pay attention for. Like, I kept pausing and looking behind me, trying to figure out when stuff happens, and then when stuff happens, the scares in this one got me way more than the first one. Like, the first one, I got a couple of like, ooh, but the second one, I got jolted a couple times because holy crap, you didn't need to go that hard on some of the, like the scene with the monkeys. You don't need to do that, and it brought in the weird Manda monster thing up way more in this one than instead of just coming into an attic in the first one. This one plays a stronger plot point than the other ones, but like the whole roguelike looping thing kind of plays in this one. I can't say that. I mean, it happened to me like what, 1 or 2 times. I think it was just once, but like it still plays an element in this one till you figure it out. And that's the beauty of this one, is it feels more like you're involved in this one. And to me, this one is a huge improvement over the first one. And that's such, the fact is, I just said 8 out of 10 for the first one. And this one is an improvement enough for me to say, honestly, I want to give it a 10 out of 10, but I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 just because I want more. But like, truly, this game is quite perfect. I really didn't expect like how cryptic it was going to get, how great the puzzles felt. Like I said, I don't want to give too many spoilers, but like the puzzles felt great, the scares felt great in the second one, everything about it felt great. I felt like it does a good job at letting you know subtly what you actually need to do via the printer. Because going into the second one, before I played it, I saw someone mention pay attention to the pay attention to the printer, and that worked out for me in the end. And it helped me figure out a lot too, because I kept going back to the printer going, please tell me what I need to do. And it gives you like a little nudge in the right direction. But if you haven't seen my playthrough videos and you want to see what the game's like, I have both of them on there and attached to this as a playlist. Check out these games 100%. Like, I'm in love with whatever this is, like whatever genre, like a roguelike escape room type game is surprisingly good. Because like I didn't even know the game was in first person. I thought it was like you're watching this like little video and you do little goofy puzzles, but no, like this game turned out to be so much more. And the plot itself was very, very interesting. And trying to figure out like for the secret endings, I had to look that stuff up because it's like it's pretty detailed and insane on how crazy you got to do these little subtle things to get the secret endings. Like some of those tapes were really difficult to get in the first one, and then the little pathing in the second one. Gotta look that. You might have to look it up too. That's all it is. Overall, this game ranks really high for me. So review overall, I love the graphical choices, especially for Amanda. Like in the little cartoon things, it really makes it pop. I love the audio. I love the music. I love the sound. Whoever did the audio, keep it up. Holy crap, that was so good. Wooly, 10 out of 10. I love Wooly. I don't care. Wooly's great. That's actually just a likable character, and I need that little Kermit the Frog Wooly looking plush. Honestly, overall, in gameplay is so solid. I admit I felt frustrated a few times, but it wouldn't be a puzzle game if you don't get frustrated. Because how are you going to learn if you don't fail? Exactly. But overall, these games are both amazing. I highly recommend them, and I really, really would love to see more people play these. Because now I'm going to go watch other people's playthroughs because I want to know more. And I want to see some theories on this game because I'm invested. I am absolutely invested. But I hope you check out the game for yourself. It is available. The first game is available on all platforms, and then the second one, I think it's only available on PC at the moment. It should eventually come to other platforms. I don't know. I should probably pay attention to releases on other consoles before I start talking, but that's a me problem. So you could do your own research. Google exists for a reason. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed my first little quirky little short review of the games, so that way you can find out if this is informative enough for you, if you want to listen to me, a random person on the internet, if you want to play these games for yourself, so that way you can have the same experiences I have. I see this game being pretty good for all ages, around the same age group as like Poppy's Playtime, Garten of Bonbon, and other mascot horrors that people seem to like in the genre. But when it comes to mascot horror, I'm gonna say I like this one a little bit more than the others. I hold this one up there with the Bunny Graveyard. Like, and I love that game. I love the Bunny Graveyard. So definitely check it out. And if you haven't seen the Bunny Graveyard, check that out too. This game is awesome. Jet XP, I don't think Jet XP can miss when it comes to what they put out. Like, they publish some absolute bangers every single time, and it's pretty respectful on how well they choose what they're putting out. So, anyway, thank you for watching. Check out the description for more of my socials. Let me know if you enjoyed my weird little short review. Maybe I'll start doing them after I beat games and just start going over like some of the gameplay elements. We'll see. But yeah, I wanted to try something a little different, and plus also I got a little thing from Dare Drops, a little challenge for them to do this. So I'm gonna do it. I think it's fun. But anyway, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And don't forget, if you haven't watched Minute Day Adventures, check out my videos. But also, I would prefer it if you checked out the game for yourself and played it yourself instead, because help indie developers get awesomer. Yeah, bye.